So in here we've got our red-tailed racer snakes. We have 3. Our female is on the bottom, and then we have a juvenile and a male at the top. So these guys, they will swim as well as climb. They're one of the more active snakes that we have, although they do have a habit of just curling around somewhere and having a bit of a bask or a bit of a soak. You quite often see them soaking in the water, especially when they're coming up to shed. They get fed once a week. They're actually getting fed today. So what we do on display is we'll go around, we'll spray everything to help increase the humidity. We'll check all the planting, trim things down if it's needed. We'll feed and water things. So all of our dart frogs, they eat micro crickets, tiny little crickets, because their gullet is so small that's all they can eat. The middle tank has some of my favourite frogs in, but they're nocturnal, so you hardly ever see them. The best you'll see if you wander in is they kind of curl up on the leaves a little bit like a weird slug. So in here, because we have a lot of different things, we put a lot of different foods in. So we put micro crickets, small crickets, and sometimes medium crickets, because we have anoles that are on the top, we have the Lima leaf frogs that are hanging down, and then we have Trinidad stream frogs. We've got Leucomelis in here and phantasmal dart frogs in here. I'll see if I can find one of the Lima leaf frogs. So these, the Lima leaf frogs we did breed here, but we tend to take them off display for breeding. We get a slightly higher success rate when we take them off display, and what we'll do is we'll set up a breeding enclosure. We'll put the animals in there, we'll sort it out so that it's running properly for them, and then we'll breed them, and then we'll put them back on display. The babies will either go off to other collections, they'll get swapped for genetics, they'll go on display, or they'll be breeding off display. The noise that you hear, this is the phantasmals. So we don't actually pipe noise into the tropical house, despite the fact a lot of people have asked us if we do. You have the frogs making an amazingly loud noise, and then you've got the water and the birds, and it makes a really lovely ambient noise without us having to fake it. So with a lot of these tanks, they also have mister systems that we have to top up and keep running. And we have to make sure the lighting's all good, that you've got the lighting and you've got the heating and you've got heat spots and everything, and it's all running, it's all working. So frogs tend to have 2 types of tadpoles. You get a lot of dart frogs, they'll actually eat, the tadpoles will eat each other. So the males will come down and they'll carry a tadpole on their backs up to a bromeliad, and they'll drop a tadpole into each bromeliad. So we use shot glasses because they're perfect little bromeliads. Tadpoles, they actually eat fish food. So you get fish food and you flake it down really fine. Every morning we come in, we check the tadpoles, we change their water if we need to. We have to powder it down and then give it to these guys. These guys eat quite a lot. So these ones, these are milk frog tadpoles, and these are phantasmal tadpoles. Phantasmals are a dart frog, but their tadpoles can be kept communally. The milk frog tadpoles, they're usually laid in hollows of logs and things. So we actually have to add in bits of old wood that they can chew on. We add crickets cut in half because they'd eat any insects that drowned in the water, and we have to add the parents' poo because they need the bacteria from their parents' gut to be able to produce it themselves. So sometimes things seem very strange, but they have a purpose.